So when we look to the strange body of Akhenaton, the first we start from the face, very slim face. We can see the bones of the cheek, and we can see that his face is not like the style of the New Kingdom time, round face and was like fatty face. Also, when we look to the chest, he has a kind of fleshy chest, looks more like a woman style. Slim waist and big hip and big thighs. What kind of a body like this? Unfortunately, so many scholars, they quickly accused Akhenaton to be a homosexual because of that body, and other people said no, he suffered from a kind of a disease. It was famous in ancient Egypt and famous in modern Egypt and maybe ancient Egypt, which is a kind of a worm. It goes to the skin and to the liver and can cause something similar to this. Okay, and other people said no, he was just pretending as half man, half woman. Okay, actually this is all wrong. My opinion that he made himself to be different. He made himself to break the rules of the strict art and the strict philosophy of Amun-Ra priest. He wanted to be different. Okay? So he made himself like this, and he made his whole family. And we do have another weak opinion, but maybe correct, that this is the real look of Akhenaton and his family. It could be, but this opinion didn't get more than 20% people to agree with. Okay? So what is the story of Akhenaton? Akhenaton was originally called Amun-Hotep, and we put the title in modern time as Amun-Hotep IV. Number 4, he is the son of Amun-Hotep III, one of the famous pharaohs or kings of the New Kingdom time. He found that everything is run by the priest of Amun-Ra, the priesthood of Amun-Ra. So he recalled one of the ancient religions or one of the ancient philosophy called Aton philosophy. And what is the shape Aton? Aton, according to the writings, Aton is not the solar disk as they claim. Aton is one of the cycles of the sun, not the sun itself. Okay? And he wasn't praying to the sun, he was praying to the power behind the sun. So he recalled that philosophy, and he moved from Luxor, north, south of Cairo, and he built his new city, Amarna, in a place now called Elmenia, in a location called Amarna nowadays. Okay? So he changed the art, but he didn't revolt against the Egyptian symbols, didn't revolt against the Egyptian style. He revolted only against Amun-Ra priesthood. And this is a very clear example that he was, but before I show you the picture, I show you the name. That is his name. Okay? So now we are talking about a beast from the time of Amarna, from Akhenaton, when he was a follower to Aton.
That's what I was going to ask about, yes.
Because
why is he wearing the crown of Amun-Ra?
Exactly. See, this is the crown of Amun-Ra.
Was he actually against it? Or he was just against the priesthood? I agree with that he was against the priesthood only. Why? Because when he separated from them and the others created it, it's another school of art. That's why everything that belongs to him can come in an odd carving, not like the same school of the temple. That's in my opinion.
No one, again, if you get closer, no one can claim that this was made during his time when he was Amun-Hotep. No, we can read Akhenaton. It was made when his name was Akhenaton. So this is the shape of Akhenaton. Not when he was Amun-Hotep IV. This is a very strange piece. this kind of royal coffin was found in Amarna, and immediately they say this is the coffin of Akhenaton. Why? Because they said that they had to erase or to destroy the face and to erase the name, so Akhenaton will not have the chance to survive in the afterlife. Akhenaton will lose his memory, will lose his name. So Akhenaton will not be a semi-god in the afterlife, like the ancient Egyptian kings used to believe, that they will develop and will become semi-gods. Okay, and that story supporting the story of the assassination of Akhenaton, but we don't have a solid evidence. Okay, if the dead person here or the deceased was treated in a royal shape, as you can see. Okay, so why they did that? Why they chiseled out the name and the face? Okay, and this is what remains from the lower part of the sarcophagus. They had to make a glass coffin so we can have the decoration above, but it was mainly made out of wood. But it seems that very serious deterioration happened, severe deterioration happened to the body.
Looks like it was done on purpose, because here we can see just the names were erased.
Exactly. But we are sure this is from the Aton time, Akhenaton time, from Amarna time.
And the title says the king of Upper and Lower Egypt.
Exactly. But we will not deny that there are followers of, or let's say descendants from Akhenaton. So we have two kings. We have Semenech-Kara, okay, and we have Tutankhamun, and who knows, maybe there are more, and we don't know. Okay, so could be maybe Akhenaton, maybe not. We are not sure. Okay, but some people will say no, Akhenaton was never buried, as a kind of revenge from the priesthood of Amun-Ra. Okay. But if you look closer to the title, you can see the word Atun mentioned. So here next to the bird, we have the word Atun. Okay. So we are sure that the coffin is from that era, and from the upper part of the coffin we can see the title Neferhika, the good ruler, Nisubiti, king of Upper and Lower Egypt. Okay. Other people say could be Nefertiti, because she ruled Egypt after her husband. Also, we don't have any solid evidence saying that she ruled Egypt after the husband. Okay. So far this is considered as a big mystery from ancient Egyptian time. And this is, by the way, the head of Nefertiti. Unlike the one in Germany, in Berlin Museum, this is what we call it, the head of Nefertiti. So we are not sure, because it was made as a head. It's not a part of a statue, broken part of a statue, but it was found like this, and we are sure it was made like a head. Maybe they were trying the headdresses above this piece first before send it to the queen. Maybe it was where they add the makeups, maybe, or the accessories. We are not sure about the real function of this head. There is also very strange heads for his daughters. One of the daughters of Akhenaton, and we can see the big elongated skull. Okay. The same for the other daughter, maybe have bigger elongated skull. And this is Nefertiti again. So if this was a style of art, or was their reality, that is the real shape of their heads, or they were exaggerating. One of the opinions saying no, that is not the real shape. He wanted to break again all the rules of the nice art of Amun-Ra priesthood. That's why he exaggerated in big lips and in that strange body with the skulls. Some people also, they refer to that shape that he had a long skull, elongated skull, but no, this is the normal crown of the south. Okay, we call it the white crown. So many of the Egyptian kings had a similar crown. So it's not necessarily to have elongated skull or no. We are not sure.
do the one over there as well?
This one? Yeah.
Well, the
Okay.
while we're here.
هوريك حاجة محدش شافها إلا أنا. Okay. This is the big picture for the small one we have here about the royal family, and they are showing, I will not call it offerings because we can see the king is holding lotus and the queen too holding lotus and the young princess holding something like the cisterns or oracles. Okay. What kind of offerings we build this? In my opinion, that is lotus is very helpful for raising the consciousness. Something I realized that if you look to the solar disk, each ray ends with a hand, and the hand is holding key of life. Okay, one close to the nose of the king, one close to the nose of the queen, but there is one of the hands doesn't have the ankh. It goes around the back side of the king. Look under his armpit, you can see the hand is embracing the king.
I can't see. I can't. Okay, let's try it like this.
Okay, again?
Say that last bit again, about
So
the hand.
one of the rays ended with the hand. You can see the hand is empty, doesn't hold the key of life. Why? Because the hand is embracing the back side of the king. And we can see this under his right arm, under his armpit. You can see the 5 fingers of the hand. You saw it? As if the sun is like a mother to Akhenaton, or sending love and kindness, not necessarily life. And this is the origin. This is the original piece. And we can see again the hand I'm talking about.
You see the red lines?
If you can look.
There is a horizontal and the vertical red lines on the surface. On the surface of the stone. You see it?
Yes.
Let me